Hello and welcome to this week's Tech Tip Tuesday. This week will be an introduction to artificial intelligence, or AI, for K-12. So what is artificial intelligence, or AI? Well, basically it's the field of computer science that focuses on creating smart machines capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. These things might include visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, language translation. But AI systems learn from large amounts of data. They identify patterns, make predictions based on that data. They also use algorithms, which are basically just a set of rules and instructions to help process the information and make decisions. Machine learning, which is a subset of AI, enables machines to improve their performance over time without being explicitly programmed. And the ultimate goal of AI is to create machines that can think, learn, and solve problems in ways similar to humans. And we can narrow down two types of AI, narrow AI and general AI. So the first type, narrow AI, operates within a limited context and cannot perform tasks outside of its program capabilities. But general AI refers to AI systems that possess the ability to understand, learn, and apply intelligence across a wide range of tasks, similar to that of human intelligence. So, what are some examples of AI? Well, AI technologies utilize various techniques and approaches, including machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and robotics. And these technologies enable AI systems to analyze large amounts of data, recognize patterns, make predictions, and improve the performance over time through iterative learning processes. And these examples listed here, believe it or not, are already pervasive in your day-to-day life. Virtual assistants, that would include something like Siri or Alexa or a Google Assistant. A recommendation system, that would be something like within the Netflix platform, where based on your viewing history of any kind of movie or TV show, it's going to recommend other movies or TV shows that you might be interested in, along with somewhere like an e-commerce website like Amazon. Again, based on your purchasing history, it's going to recommend other products that you may be interested in purchasing. Natural language processing. So these would be things like using speech to text on your cell phone or on your computer, or even if you get a suggested response to a text message or an email, or you start typing and it tries to autocomplete your sentence or your question. The next one, the image recognition and computer vision. We actually have something in place right now at Pencrest School District, which is called Zero Eyes, that runs on top of the camera system, uses AI to detect any potential or active shooters on premises to ensure security. An autonomous vehicle. So AI plays a role in any kind of autonomous vehicle, which enables them to perceive environment, navigate routes, make real-time decisions to help ensure safety and efficient operation. Fraud detection, cybersecurity, there's AI algorithms that are used to detect fraudulent activity, cybersecurity threats. They analyze patterns in user behavior, transaction data, network traffic to identify those anomalies and suspicious activities. Robots and automation. Again, these are anything that performs tasks that may have been traditionally done by a human. So think about something like the automatic checkout at a grocery store or convenience store. And last but not least, we have personalized learning. So AI is being used in education right now to create personalized learning experiences tailored to individual student needs, preferences, learning styles. And there's AI algorithms that can adjust the pace, the content, and the difficulty level based on student performance and feedback. Some of these are actually already in place within the district, things like Lexia or Freckle. But what I want you to think about, while there are always risks and benefits to everything, and while AI can be maybe a little bit intimidating, since it is probably very new, or you may have not used it, may not have even heard of it before, I want you to think about AI in this sense, that when we envision a technology-enhanced future, more like an electric bike and less like a robot vacuum, if we have an electric bike, the human is fully aware, fully in control, but their burden is less, and their effort is multiplied by a complementary technological enhancement. So instead of it looking at AI as a human replacement, we want to think of it more as something that is complementary or can allow us to do things more efficiently. And looking at this guideline, as you can look on teachai.com, and they provide great um, literature and even examples of how to roll out AI within the education system. So at this point, Pencrest School District would be sitting at stage one, where, we're just kind of looking at the guidance and policies, trying to understand any risks so that we're not doing anything that would put our teachers or students in any kind of security risk, or making sure that we have good guidelines that everybody can follow to make sure that it's rolled out successfully. And so right now, like I said, if we look at this triangle, where we would be at stage one. And you can see there's lots of different tools out there that are designed specifically for both teachers and students within K-12. Some of these are not just for education, but they are very interesting. This is a list that I've started to compile just to get an idea of what kind of tools are out there that eventually I'd like to go through, vet, and then obtain board approval for, so that we can maybe start using these within the classrooms as well. So, and again, we have to ensure that we have that guidance and policy in place first, and then begin to start looking at some of the tools and ensuring that they would be acceptable for us to use. But before we can actually use any of those, very popular tools that we might see or advertised for education, I want you guys to think about what you can do right now, maybe within the classroom, to help better prepare our students, or maybe even yourselves, to work in an AI-powered future. So Microsoft actually did a survey of 31,000 people, 31 countries, and they analyzed trillions of Microsoft 365 productivity signals and looked at different labor trends. And the data points that they came up with here are that every future employee will need some type of AI aptitude, and that according to this Microsoft Work Trend Index report, which actually, believe it or not, was done last May, so almost a year ago, that 82% of leaders globally said that employees will need new skills in the AI-powered future. So when they were looking at this, they broke it down into a couple categories. Analytical judgment, being able to leverage an AI capability instead of a human capability. An emotional intelligence, which is kind of just the opposite, determining when to leverage a human capability instead of AI. Bias detection, evaluating AI fairness in decision making. Creative evaluation, evaluating the content that is being produced by AI, ensuring that it doesn't violate any intellectual property issues or anything like that. Flexibility, making sure that we can adjust to AI's integration in the workflow. Intellectual curiosity, asking AI the right questions. And AI delegation, directing AI with the right prompts. So these were some of the fields that, again, we want to think about once we start maybe going down that path of using AI, and asking ourselves those questions. Okay, when should we use it? When should we not use it? Is it giving us the right information? Is there any bias in the information that we're getting? Is it okay to use this information? Is it going to violate any ethical or intellectual property issues? can we be flexible? It's going to keep changing over time. And then making sure that we know what to ask and how to ask it. But what's kind of funny is what I did is I went to ChatGPT, which is a bot for AI interaction. And I asked it a question. I basically posed the question that in an AI powered future, what kind of skills do we need? And these were the skills that it came up with. So it gave me 10. And you can look through these and think about, we're already kind of doing some of these. And while it doesn't necessarily have to be, yes, every kid is, learning about everything as it relates to computer science, there are general soft skills that you can see listed here, communication skills, critical thinking, that you can ensure and make sure you're integrating into your curriculum that are going to be so important to an AI powered future for the students as they go through the education system. And what I want to leave you with today is a quote from Dr. Fifi Lee. She is a professor at Stanford University and a co-director in the Stanford Human-Centered AI Institute. And she said, artificial intelligence is not a substitute for human intelligence. It's a tool to amplify human creativity and ingenuity. And while AI is revolutionizing the field of education, it's important to remember that AI should never replace the role of a human teacher. It can provide personalized feedback, assist with curriculum, enable teachers to work with larger groups. But the true purpose is to empower students with creativity, critical thinking, and compassion. And these qualities are best nurtured by human educators. So as we start to look at artificial intelligence, I hope everyone can go in with an open mind. And if you have any questions, concerns, would like to be a part of the process, please feel free to reach out to myself or the tech integrators in your buildings. Thank you.